G'day guys, welcome back. Creator Classic. It's just me, Josh. BT, late withdrawal today, and he's missing out on a bloody good matchup. We have got two very good trivia operators here, two very knowledgeable AFL content creators. Liam from Useless AFL Stats taking on Dylan from Boundary Riders, returning to the channel. Great to have you two boys on. Liam, going to start with you. Debut on the channel, first time on the channel. I got to say, I've been a fan for a while. Tell us a little bit about the Facebook page. I think you're up to about 90,000 followers now on Facebook. Yeah. And just some of the niche stats that you'll ever come across.
Yeah, it started off with our co-founder, Aaron. He's based in Perth, and he started the page and I joined him because Aaron was doing all his stats by hand and printing out spreadsheets with a highlighter. And then I came in with a bit more of a programming and statistics background. I'm like, mate, there's a more efficient way to do this. So I've been in the page for about 5 years now, helping him out. And it's been absolutely great fun.
Obviously, you are representing the page as well. So Aaron not getting a Guernsey today. You're getting the call up. So representing Useless AFL Stats. So expecting some big things out of you.
He can go on the next season.
He certainly can. The invitation will be there. Don't you worry about that. Dylan, returning to the channel from Boundary Riders. Good to have you back on board. How are you feeling for today, mate?
A little bit nervous, I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've followed Useless AFL Stats a little bit, and I mean, I feel like I'm coming in a bit underdog here. I'm sure he has a good knowledge of most statistics around the game, so hopefully I can hold myself in good stead. Hopefully perform a little bit better than I did last time as well.
I wouldn't talk yourself down, mate. I think your performance was pretty good last time round, just getting done by a juggernaut in the Gazman. But tell us about your page. Tell us about what you've been doing this year. The commentary, I think, is going bigger and better in 2025 from you.
Yeah, I guess I've been doing footy content for a couple of years now, I'd say, and I always loved the sport, grew up watching it my whole life. I used to, when I was a kid, play the AFL games on the PlayStation and stuff, and used to always commentate when I was playing the game, so that's where I kind of fell in love with it and commentating in general. I always loved listening to the different commentators of the sport, like Bruce McAvaney, Dennis Committee, and yeah, I thought why not try and add that to live streaming and stuff, something a little bit different.
Yeah, no, we're loving it, Dylan, and I think the commentary's going bigger and better, so keep it up, mate. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're talking about the stats. Very interesting quiz we've got today. You can see it on the screen right here. We're talking about every player to have 15 or more tackles in a game in the last 10 years, dating all the way back from 2016 to this current season. We're playing first to 12. There is 36 names on the list, so you're going to have to go deep into your kit bag with this one. The stats are current to round 17, 2025, which is exactly when we're recording this, so we are absolutely up to date. The logos are the club that the player achieved their 15-plus tackle game at. There's one square on the grid which has two logos, so the player has done it at multiple clubs. I've also given you the years that the player has achieved the feat, so some players have done it more than once in the last 10 years. And lastly, because I've got to put you guys through the test, when you're making your guess, you have to pick the name and the club. Before we get started, we need to determine who's going to get the new ball, who is going to be having the first guess of the day, and as we usually do, we'll do it with a question. The record, all-time record for tackles in a season is held by Scott Selwood. He did it back in 2011. So, boys, your question for today, how many tackles did Scott Selwood have in that season? What is the all-time record for tackles in a season? I'll get you guys to write it down, have a think about it. I'll give you 30 seconds or so. And while you're doing that, make sure you go and check out Useless AFL Stats on Facebook. Let's get them to 100,000 followers. Definitely worthy of that. And of course, go and check out Boundary Riders. Give them a subscribe. Get around them. Dylan looking like he's done. Liam looking like he's done. Let's start with you, Liam. What are you locking in?
I've gone with 190 tackles in a season.
190 for Liam. And Dylan, what did you lock in?
I've gone with 170 tackles in a season.
170 for Dylan. The correct answer, 202. Cracking the double ton did Scott Selwood, which means Liam from Useless AFL Stats, you are closer to the pin. You are getting the new ball. Let's get it started. Where are we going to start on this grid?
Normally, when I get a question like this to use this AFL stats, I go straight to my programming language R and just type it in, go to it straight away. And I'm really nervous now because I don't have that ability anymore. I can't just type it in and ask someone and ask the AFL tables database. But I'm going to go to Gold Coast and I'm going to go Matt Rowell.
Matt Rowell, it's a good one of one, and he is on the board. He's done it 4 times. He's done it twice in 2025, and most recently, the weekend before we're recording this, round 17, 2025.
All right, I'll probably swing towards my team, the Sydney Swans. Big time tackler for Sydney. I think he's their top one this year. He was the number one tackler in 2024. James Rowbottom for the Sydney Swans in 2024.
He's given the year as well. I didn't need it, but I'll pay it. It is James Rowbottom in 2024 having a 15-plus tackle game. And I like that. Starting out with his team, good strategy. Liam, you're going to try and intercept there, or you're just going to go your own way?
It's interesting. I do live in Sydney now, but I'm not too confident. So I might have to just knock the easy ones off the board first. I'm thinking maybe Clayton Oliver for Melbourne would be on this list.
Going with Clayton Oliver. He is one of the Melbourne names. 2019, just doing it once, but that's all you needed. He's on the board.
So I think next one I'm going to go with is the current top tackler, Tom Atkins for Geelong.
Going with Tom Atkins, who's had a very good season in 2025, and he has done it in 2021 and 2025 this year. It's been a really good season, hasn't it, Dylan?
Yeah, it has actually. So, yeah, he's moved more midfield now. So I think he's definitely flourishing in that role, actually.
I'm going to go with Joel Selwood, Geelong.
Going with Joel Selwood at the Cats. He is not on this list. He has not had a 15-plus tackle game.
Oh, that kind of surprises me.
Is a surprise, but Dylan now with the chance to go ahead in this quiz. Where do you like?
So I'm going to go with the St Kilda captain, Jack Steele.
A well-known tackler, and he has done it 4 times. Equal most on this list. Dylan yet to miss. Back over to Liam.
I'm going to go Zach Butters, Port Adelaide.
Going with Zach Butters. Can't give you Zach Butters. He's not getting the tackles like that. Where are you looking, Dylan?
I'll stick with the power. I'll go with 2021 Brownlow medalist, Ollie Wines. Pretty big bullish midfielder. I think he should be on this list.
You think he should be on this list, and he's not. He is not on this list, has not had a 15-plus tackle game, but not a bad guess.
I think we might just go through every single Port Adelaide midfielder and just go Travis Boak.
Locking in Travis Boak, and I can't give you Travis Boak. See, this is what happens in these quizzes.
Wow.
You just get fixed on a club, you get fixed on a slot, and you just can't get away from it.
Wow, that's really interesting.
All right. I'll sidestep from Port Adelaide. I think we'll milk a couple of them for a moment. I'll go to the Dogs. I'll go with Tom Liberatore.
Going with Libba, and he's a 2-timer on this list.
Interesting. I'm going to go for the Crows, and we're going to go with Dawson.
The current skipper, Jordan Dawson, having a great season.
Bit of a stat.
Not a historical tackler, though. He is not on this board. Has had some big games, I think, but just 15 is a really high bar.
15 so much. So many.
Back over to Dylan. He's got a bit of a lead here. Can he press it?
Kind of sticking with the Crows. I'll go with Rory Laird.
Going with Rory Laird. He is a 2-timer on this list.
Oh.
Really interesting play is Rory Laird. Like, gets it on the outside, but does get stuck in, does get the tackles.
Where we're looking, I'm looking at this Melbourne one, and there's only really one player that kind of stands out for me that's had this kind of longevity, I guess you'd say. If it's not, I'm going to look like an idiot. So we'll go Christian Petrarca.
Going with Christian Petrarca at the D's. It is not track.
It is not, no. It hasn't been playing that much in 2025, has he?
Yeah. 16 and 17 was definitely around, but it's not the track, not getting the tackles.
Damn.
I'm going to kind of rob him of this one. I'm pretty sure that's Jack Viney for Melbourne.
Picking up the breadcrumbs off the pack,
good.
it is Jack Viney. That is a good pull. A little bit of a hole here, Liam, but that's okay. Plenty of names on the board here to work with.
Let's have a look at this Carlton one. I'm thinking Sam Walsh.
Going with Sam Walsh at the Blues. It is not Sam Walsh. I think the time frame hurts him there as well, 2017, but
Yeah.
not Sam Walsh for Carlton.
I'm going to go with that Fremantle one, actually, thinking about it now. I think that would have to be Andrew Brayshaw for Fremantle.
Locking in Andy Brayshaw. It is not Brayshaw. That is incorrect. Are you going to go and pick that one up off the pack there, Liam, or are you looking somewhere else on the board?
Yeah, that one's a bit tricky for me, I think. Known tackler for Port Adelaide would be Sam Powell-Pepper. Is he one of those Port Adelaide players?
Going with SPP, recently doing his ACL as we're recording this, but he is on the board. It is Powell-Pepper.
Oh, thank God for
2018.
that.
It's a good pull, Liam.
Oh, dear. I'm under the pump.
When the bright lights come on, I tell you
Yeah.
what, it's tough. It just gets tough, and your brain melts.
Yeah, the urge to pull up our studio and just find it out straight away is killing me. But
You're doing well. Dylan, back over to you.
I'm going to look at one of those West Coast ones, the West Coast Eagles. I'm going to go with Luke Shuey.
4 West Coast names on the board, and Luke Shuey is not one of them. Good player, but he's not there.
I'm going to go for North Melbourne LDU.
LDU is not on this board. No LDU for North.
Interesting.
I'm going to go the 2022 Sydney Swans. I think that, well, won't say the year. Let's just say the Sydney Swans. I'm going to go Cal Mills.
Going with Callum Mills, and he's picked the correct year as well. It is Callum Mills. Not sure if that was his All-Australian year or not. I might be getting mixed up there, but Dylan out in front either way, 7-3, but still plenty more guesses here to go. Liam, have you got one in your bag?
2018 for the Giants, or a bit, it might be a bit before his time. Really not too sure, but the one I'm looking at for the Giants would be Tom Green.
A little bit early for Tom Green.
Yeah.
He's not Tom Green. He
Tom.
is a good tackler, though, just not quite getting the 15.
Yep. Think I'm going to pick up a couple of those breadcrumbs again. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the Giants and go with Cal Ward.
Nothing wrong with picking up the breadcrumbs, but that one is not Callan Ward.
No.
It's a good guess, though.
Maybe it's a tagger for Port Adelaide. So maybe we're thinking Willem Drew.
Locking in Willem Drew. Dylan looked like he liked it, and I like it too. It is Willem Drew in 2023. Liam on a little bit of a charge here.
Interesting, very interesting.
That is a good pull. Can you fight back, Dylan? What do you got for me?
Starting to get a couple of names are coming off the board now. It's starting to get a bit more difficult. I'll go with the Bulldogs. I'll go with Bontempelli.
He's locking in the Bont, and it is not the Bont. He's not getting 15 plus in a game. Good contested player, but he's not there. Can you pull another one back, Liam?
I think it might be before his time as well, but an absolute menace of a tackler would be Bo McCreary. But is 2017 too early? And do I need a pivot? Yeah, it's definitely too early for Bo. I'm thinking maybe Essendon Zach Merritt.
Going with Merritt for the Dons. It is not Zach Merritt.
Man.
Not a bad guess, but he's not there. Dylan, what do you got for me?
I'm going to go with one of the Geelong ones there. I'm going to go with, I think it may just be around his time though, Jimmy Bartell.
Going with Jimmy Bartell. It is not Jimmy.
No.
Not on the
Maybe
list.
a bit early. Maybe a bit
think
late.
Jimmy's done it previously to that, but certainly not in the last 10 years for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a ping. We're just having pings now. 2016 Swans. Maybe that's Josh Kennedy.
Carlton. Is that Andrew Carazzo?
I'm picking 2020 from Port Adelaide, Connor Rosie.
Go that North Melbourne, Tom Powell.
Locking in Tom Powell. That is a good rip. It is Tom Powell in 2024.
Wow.
Great pull. So back over to you, Liam. Can you respond here, mate?
Gold Coast. I'm thinking Tuke Miller.
That Crows and St Kilda one, is that Brad Crouch?
It was sitting there for a long time. I'm surprised no one took it. It is Brad Crouch. 2019 for the Crows, he did it, and then 2023 for the Saints. The only person to do it for two clubs in the last 10 years. That puts you up 9-4. Where are we looking on this board, Liam? Because there's still plenty to work with. We've got.
I'm really, really struggling here. This is really, really stumped me with the remaining players. Like that 2022 Port Adelaide one is just that seems like such a tricky one to get.
And this is what happens. You just get fixated on a specific slot and you just can't think anywhere else.
Have a crack at the Collingwood one. And we'll go Steel side bottom.
Going with Steel side bottom. It's a good guess.
No good.
But it is no good. You knew it. You knew it straight away.
I'm going to take a ping on that Port Adelaide one. I'm going to go with Robbie Gray.
For the Swans, might be Errol Goulden.
With that Fremantle one, Caleb Sarong.
Could it be Mitchell for the Hawks?
I'm going to go with Steve Canelio.
Let's go Crows. Sloan.
Going with Rory Sloane. Liam goes bang. It is Rory Sloane. Top of the shot. 2017. The Crows grand final year. Getting one back on the board. It's a good pull. Back over to Dylan.
Yeah, that was a good pull. As soon as he said it, that did.
It just made sense.
That just little alert in my brain just said, yeah, that's right. With the Geelong, Patrick Dangerfield.
Can't pay a danger.
No.
He's not on
Might
the
have been
board.
back at the Crows back then. God, I'm going to be kicking myself when these finally get revealed.
And you always do. You
always do. Yeah. I'm going to have to go back through the database and find out every single 14 tackle game that I said during this and just get really annoyed.
You will. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. I'll have to do a recap on our page. We haven't seen any ruckman, have we? Like, any ruckman?
I don't think anyone's guessed a ruckman.
Ruckman don't traditionally lay about 15 tackles. They try to, and then they give away about 10 free kicks. I have no idea. Maybe Western Bulldogs, Jason Johannesson.
Can't give you JJ. He's a bit of a seagull. He's a bit of a seagull on the outside there, Liam, so he's not there.
Going to go towards the Essendon pick. Go with Job Watson.
Going with Job Watson. It is not Job.
Oh, getting tough now.
Thinking West Coast Eagles, maybe it's Barras. Maybe the ball's down back so much that he just had so many tackles.
The ball has been down back a lot for the Eagles. I can tell you that as an Eagles fan. But it is not Tommy. It is not Tom Barras.
BT would have had this board wrapped up by now.
Yeah.
BT would have had some areas, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously our usual co-host, season 1 champion. But you boys are putting in a shift right here. Some good names you're still throwing out there. It is a tough grid.
Yeah, I've kind of stalled on 9 for a bit, so got to try and get another one here. I'll go with the West Coast Eagles. I'll go with Matt Priddis.
Going with Matt Priddis. That is a good shout. Matt Priddis in 2016.
Yeah.
The look of surprise.
Oh, my God. I reckon that's probably game, set, match. I don't reckon I can come back from this. I reckon that's an insurmountable lead. I'd like to bow my head to Dylan. That's an incredible round.
Are you calling it in, Liam?
I think I'm calling it in. Yeah. I don't want to embarrass myself further with all these ridiculous names. So
no ridiculousness there. That is an impressive performance in a very tough quiz. Dylan taking this one down 10-5 against Liam. Dylan, how you feeling, mate?
I'm pretty happy with my performance there. I am happy I got past round 1 this time, I will say.
Good to have you moving on. Liam, it just wasn't your quiz today, mate, but you've put in some good names. You've put in a shift. How you feeling?
I'm happy with 5. I think it just comes down to I don't have these players memorized. They're in a database that I go access. So I don't think that's helped me out at all. But no, it was a great quiz, good fun. Congrats to Dylan.
I'm looking forward to you checking the database after this, but I will give you the answers right now. Let's go through from the top to the bottom. Sam Berry is the name that we needed for the Crows. We were looking at Bryce Gibbs for Carlton in 2017. The Pies, we had Levi Greenwood and Adam Treloar while he was still there.
Ooh.
Devon Smith had one of the all-time great tackling seasons in 2018
Wow.
for the Dons. Could have been All-Australian
Robbed
that
of an
year.
All-Australian. Robbed of an All-Australian that year, I
He
thought.
was. 2025 was just real rogue. Corey Wagner for the Dockers had a 15-plus tackle game this
I
year.
wouldn't have got that.
I don't think anyone's getting that, Liam. That one is wild. Hugh Greenwood was a known tackler and did have a 15-plus game for the Suns. Mitch Duncan for the Cats in 2017. And Scott Selwood for the Cats did it twice.
Probably should have got that from the start of the quiz, to be fair.
A little bit.
I thought he retired by then.
Yeah, it was close. It was really close for those series. Josh Kelly for the Giants, not a known tackler, but sometimes pops up for a big game. Liam Shields, though, was a known tackler, so he did it twice for the Hawks in 2016. Jack Zeeble, maybe a gettable name there for the Roos, but he was in and under. 2020 was Tom Rockcliffe for Port Adelaide.
Wow, the pig
had his cameo at Port Adelaide and snuck in there in the COVID season. So that was a tough name to get.
Yeah.
The two Saints were diabolical. I don't think anyone actually had a guess at the Saints all day. David Armitage in 2016 and Kobe Stevens is probably one of the most niche names on the list.
I wouldn't have got
that is rogue.
The 3-game player getting it done at the Saints, or the 3-club player, I should say. Luke Parker in 2016, I think, was maybe a gettable name.
I should have
got that. You're disappointed with that, as a Swans fan.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed at myself for that.
The Eagles left on the list. We had Elliot Yeo, Jack Redden, and Ruben Jinby had a 15-plus tackle game in 2023. I think his first season in the comp. Rounding it out with the two Dogs, Clay Smith is a name that I just love. Just an injury-shortened career, but he's on the list. And Josh Dunkley, the final name in 2019, whilst he was still at the Dogs. That is the list. There were some real rogue names on there, so I don't think you boys need to feel too bad about cutting it a little bit short. There was a respectable performance all round. Dylan, you are moving on to the quarterfinals. Liam, you will be bowing out, but thanks again for joining us. And of course, make sure you go and check out Useless AFL Stats, a fantastic page over on Facebook, and we love your work, mate.
Thank you so much for having me.
Aside from that, if you're enjoying the Creator Classic, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.